everyone, how y'all doing? Jeff here, no cutscenes, and today I have part 3 of my Wasteland Workshop tips and tricks videos. So, basically, as you saw earlier, it is dealing with traps. And I have this thing set up here. It's just like a cannonball run style thing where we got a Yagua at the end, some laser tripwires which open up these doors, and a bunch of other monsters and raiders and bugs and all types of shit comes out. Here's my buddy Nancy who's going to be helping me out. And of course on the side here I got color-coded switches to everything. But basically what we're going to be doing in this video is I'm going to show you kind of how to make some traps, some cage enclosures, just different kind of things and ideas that you can use yourself to make trap houses, or just anything that you want. And I love everything that's in the new Wasteland Workshop. I think it's awesome. I think it's just a really good addition to it because it breathes a breath of fresh air into the game. It gives you more stuff to do, and yeah, I just really have been enjoying my time with it. And as you can see, this Yagua is fucking up these dudes, chopping their arms off. But I think he's going to end up dying because a bunch of the raiders are shooting him, and Nancy over here is blasting him with his shotgun there. Let's go ahead and release the bugs. Alright, so basically, again, I know I said that a lot, but we're going to be learning how to build some traps, some different houses, just kind of a bunch of different things that you'll be using. I got a request on YouTube for some trap ideas, and I'm gonna have two kind of sections of the video, I guess you could say, of different ideas. But again, follow along. You're gonna see a few different things. There's gonna be two main sections of the video, but there's gonna be several different things included in each one, ranging from the spike traps, the spring-loaded traps, everything with tripwires, razor wires, power doors, set-off switches, trap doors, those, I don't even know what you call them, like circulating bandsaws on the track. So yeah, let's go ahead, kill everybody off here, watch them die, chuck some grenades in. But yeah, I had a, good time building this. It was fun. It took me like maybe an hour to build the entire structure, another 30 minutes to put in all the cages and shit. But yeah, it was just a lot of fun building, and it was extremely enjoyable. Unfortunately, the bugs, they're just rad roaches, so they couldn't actually fly. I would have hoped they were blood bugs or stinglings or some shit. But yeah, we'll just go ahead and nade them and kill them off, and then we'll get started in the actual building. And again, this is up to you how you want to use it. If you just wanted to watch this part and go build yourself, please do. If you want to watch how to build kind of these, I guess they're raider enclosure, cage, trap, door thingies, whatever, please continue to watch. Alright, so as you can see here, I'm just demonstrating what it ends up looking like, and of course then we'll actually go through the building. But what I've got here is a powered door with a switch, a terminal, and then a couple power pylons and a generator. We've got the raider cage here, and as you can see, it's got a laser tripwire right in front of it that when the raider steps out, he triggers it, which then opens the door. And just to show you what you can kind of do with it, I put a delayed off switch in there as well, set to 10 seconds, which you will need a terminal to do. So he has 10 seconds to come out of there, or we throw a grenade in and he just blows up. So alright, let's go ahead and check it out. And again, the switch, that is just to turn off power to the raider cage itself so that he can actually come out. And as you can see, he hits the tripwire, the doors open, and then after 10 seconds, they close. He tries to nade me, but he'll eventually step out if you're far enough away. And again, you don't need to put a delayed off switch. I just wanted to show you what you could do with it. You can just leave the tripwire itself so it just stays open. You can throw nades in there. You can have your settlers fight him, other death claws, whatever. Let's go ahead and blast this guy in the face with the Gauss rifle. Kill him all. And yeah, let's get started on the building. And it's pretty easy. Again, you can kind of build whatever you want as far as like your actual enclosure, but I just decided to build like a 2x1 thing. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to, of course, have all your equipment, all your grid stuff nulled out, where it's all just easy, and most of it you're going to want to place on rugs. There's a power pylon that we're going to be placing up here that you don't need to, because all you need to do is just have it in a good spot. But again, pretty much everything you want to place on rugs. You got your generator, the terminal on rugs so you can move it around, the laser tripwire, of course on a rug because we're going to be needing to move that through some walls. And if you want, you can use the delayed off switch. It is completely up to you. I just used it to show you what you can kind of do with some stuff. And if you saw in one of my other videos, I really like them for the powered doors because Most of the time your settlers can't actually use the switches, and if they try to get in, it'll shut off after a few seconds. And of course you want to place your whichever cage you're using. Doesn't matter. I just used the Raider one because I have a shit ton of jets, so I thought, might as well get rid of it. Put it on the rug, you can move it around. And I found the best thing to build here kind of just with these roofs up top, the ones that have the little mesh wiring slants, just because you're going to want to actually be able to place the power conduits into them. And that way, if you need to, you don't need to even use the rug glitch. I just use the rug glitch to place the Raider cage as far back towards everything, but again, that's completely up to you. Alright, so this one, we're going to use a switch here. I just like this one because it only uses 1 copper. It saves. You're going to put it on the wall here, or really anywhere. You can use the standing one too if you want. It's up to you. But attach it to a little conduit here so that you can actually get it up to this power pylon, because this power pylon is going to actually go to our Raider cage, which is going to power it. We're going to wait a while, and then of course we'll shut off the power. Go ahead, connect the terminal to it, the terminal to the generator, and then the terminal to the actual switch. After that, you basically have it set up, and then we're going to go up top. We're going to place another conduit down, kind of where we know that the Raider cage itself is going to be, and the Raider cage has a the conduit itself on the right front. So you just kind of want to place it towards where the Raider cage itself is going to have it. So attach that too. If you can't connect it there, you're just going to have to go ahead and move the Raider cage. But since we have it on a rug, it's going to be very easy. And again, you can place it wherever you want. The Raiders, they will still step out of it, even if it's like, inside of a wall. You just have to make sure that there's nothing in front of it. But I just used this here just because I wanted to be able to place it as close to the back of the wall as possible and just get it in a good position. So if you want, you can remove the rug. It'll drop down a little bit, but the Raider will still be able to get there. Or you can fast travel away and 3 or 4 times, and by the time you get back, all the rugs will not even work with whatever object you have placed on them, so you can remove them. But for this point, I'm just showing you how to build it, so up to you. Alright, go ahead, connect your terminal as well to the laser tripwire, because that's what's going to be actually powering the door. And if you want, you can go ahead and connect it to the delayed off switch, because the delayed off switch itself is going to connect to the actual door. If you're not using the delayed off switch, go ahead and just connect the laser trip wire to the power door so it will stay open. Up to you, your decision. Alright, we'll go ahead and place it in here. And again, since it's on the rug, you can place it as close as you want. Now, go ahead, place the delayed off switch kind of close to the door so, it's very tidy. It looks like it's not just a bunch of wires going everywhere. Of course there's going to be some, and you're going to have some going through walls and shit, but if you're not completely obsessive compulsive, that really won't bother you. It kind of bothers me, but just for these tutorials and these guides, I just like to show you what you can do. Go ahead, replace your door there, or sorry, the wall, that's not a door, and there you go. There you have it. You're good to go. After that, go ahead, wait a while, fast travel around, go do some quests, whatever, come back, remove the rugs if you want, if you found the right place for them, turn off the power, he'll step out, kill him. Cool. Alright, so this is part 2. Part 2 is more of like a trap house. Yeah, I know. But basically what I've built here is a 3-caged enclosed area where we have a gunner, and that blue one right up there, a trap door with a Raider cage on top of it so that he falls in, and then another Raider cage so that the Raider and the gunner can fight each other. And of course we have to do the chill out alarm just so your settlers won't, kill them. And basically I've attached it to a fusion generator just because I had one lying around. I didn't want to use a bunch of different other ones. And I have a powered door which is connected to this laser tripwire in here, which when the Raider falls through the trap door, he triggers and then everything turns on. It's got a powered, the spring trap. It's got a spike trap as well, so you can't just go through. And then whoever wins, of course, we got to come out through the door. And as you can see, it's even got a flamethrower. So all these things start going. He's going to die pretty quickly just because the gunners are badass. But since Ada is just shooting them with a machine gun, dumb bitch, he's going to die anyway. I should have just sent her off somewhere. Oh well. But basically, yeah, as you can see, you cut a bunch of fucking traps, and it's all connected to a power door. And we'll go ahead and go inside. I just gotta kill them all so I can show you what's in there. Power door just stays open. It's not like the other one where it had a delayed off switch because 10 seconds would just be too short of a time. So yeah, let's go ahead and we'll just show you how to build it. Now, The enclosure itself is completely up to you how you want to make it. I just made it a 3x2 or 3x3 and then 2 stories tall. But again, what you're going to want to do is you're going to null everything out where you have it placed separately to what you're going to need. We'll go ahead and attach the chill out alarm just so we can actually have that going, so we can have the settlers calm. And you want to attach your generator that you have up top to the switch. Now that's going to be separate. That's going to be just for the raider cages. The fusion generator itself is going to be for your lights, if you want to put the cycling lights, if you want to put street lights in there, whatever, it's up to you. But, you know, I basically built this little 3x3x2 structure here with a power door so that I can actually go in. If you just want to have it like an opening, it's completely up to you. I have this conduit here so that we can connect it to the power door. I have a wall so they can't just go straight to it. They have to go through all the traps and shit. And then this conduit here is actually going to be attached to the laser tripwire, which powers, again, everything. So you are completely entitled to make it however you want. That is completely up to you. I just made it like this. And I basically put one of these spring traps, the powered ones, just so that whenever he falls down, hits the tripwire, the spring trap grows. You can put it on the pressure plated one if you want. I just like, again, showing you what you can do with different objects. So again, go ahead, put whatever traps you want, everything basically. I put these little, what are they called? Spike traps here. They're pretty cool, the saw blade traps. I like them. They'll kill somebody pretty quickly, even me, and I have a shit ton of health. But again, I placed a couple here just so that they had to go through them, and only the strongest survive in the end. And place them side by side. You can place them, rotate them around if you want them to. It's completely up to you. I even placed one of the actual bigger spike traps here just so that, of course, they couldn't just run through and make it easy on themselves. You don't want that, do you? Go ahead, basically attach your spike trap to that conduit there, because that conduit is, again, going to be powered by the laser tripwire. Attach those to each other, and basically you just want to have that all connected. So you're good, you got them connected. And then these cycling lights, these are going to be actually attached to the the fusion generator that we have up top, but we'll show you how to do that. And you just want to make some stairs up top so they can actually, you know, get up there. Go ahead, find your other trap section. You're going to want to do the floor trap. And as you can see here, I have these roofs lining it, but then on the other side I have the shack upper floors because the trap door will only attach to a floor piece. Again, it's up to you which one you want to use, but I just like the metal ones or the concrete ones because that's the one I've been using. Go ahead, place some mats down for the laser tripwire. We got a flamethrower trap as well. Go ahead, attach the fusion generator here to the laser tripwire, because that one again is going to trigger everything. It's going to even trigger your lights so that once you get in there, boom, you got red lights. It looks like a fun house, trap house, crazy house, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Attach the, or actually no, sorry, that's my bad. We're going to actually go ahead and bring this part down inside, but again, we'll have to remove one of the walls. It will always snap back just because the concrete is so awesome and will snap to pretty much any spot. Again, we've just made this on the rug here so that we can place it pretty easily. There you go, there's the spike trap. Yeah, that's what it looks like. You can even put that where the raider falls and have the laser tripwire underneath it, but I just like having the spring trap there. You can even make an entire house full of just spike traps. It's up to you. This is just to show you what you can do. You want to make sure it's kind of lined up, you know, perfectly underneath the trapdoor so that when he falls down, everything is going to trigger. And if you want, you can attach a terminal before you attach the fusion generator to the laser tripwire, just so that you can trigger it on hostiles only if you're doing like a lot of stuff, so that, again, you don't accidentally trigger it. And here, go ahead, place your mats down. These are going to be for the cages. You're going to want to head and place 2 of them, just because the raider cage up top is really easy to place. You don't even need to do it with a mat. But where I built the actual gunner cage here, it's kind of tricky to place. Yeah, it just kind of gets in the way. So, and for the second raider cage, it definitely gets in the way. So you just want to make sure that you can actually have some leeway, have some room to mess around with it. And again, it's just by trial and error where it'll work. Y'all know how to do the rug glitch by now. Y'all are master builders, I am sure of it. What are you doing in there? Jung Long or whatever the fuck your name is. I wish I could just set him in there. I mean, I obviously can with the Blue Team Arena, but I won't do that to him. You know, he lost somebody. People hate on him, but yeah, he did lose somebody. It sucks. I know we shouldn't play favorites, but whatever. All right, so go ahead. That one I placed right there just because he's going to come out and basically face off with the gunner immediately. And you want to go ahead, take the gunner one, and as you can see here in a second, it's not going to be able to be placed very easily just because it's such a small area that this concrete floor is. But if you go ahead and place it there, it's on a rug. We'll be able to move it again. Don't worry, that's fine. Find one of the 1x1 floors. You can use one of the 2x2. It doesn't matter. Just place it off to the side there. Basically, you're just going to want to be able to actually move this right there. You're good to go. All right. Again, if you want to fast travel away so that you don't have to drop it, you can also just remove the rug and then the cage itself will drop. That is up to you. Okay, so next part here, we're going to have to attach everything to the switch itself. If I can actually get up on the roof, which I can't because I can't move. But let's just go ahead. We'll find our switch here, and that's why we place it on our rug, because we're going to want to be able to move it. All right, now first off, I actually messed up. We're going to want to place our raider cage. Now, the raider cage will not go on the side here. It won't go on the actual trapdoor, so we're going to have to place it on one of the floor pieces that we made. And again, that's why I placed one of the floor pieces, so that you can place the trapdoor and that you could have the raider cage itself rest on. Get it up, get it square, make sure that the door is right on the cage itself. Go ahead, place your switch to this one. Move the switch now with the rug ledge, and it won't disconnect because it's still within its range. And you just want to find a place where you can put it down just for a second and then attach it to the different cages. Now, that's pretty easy. Really, really simple. So, if it doesn't attach, you just have to find a different spot for it. And again, since it's on the rug ledge, we can just go ahead and move it wherever we want. And we got one there. Check for power, of course. As long as you see that little blue lightning bolt, not the red one, you were good to go. Place your switch wherever you want it, as far as up top here, if whatever her name, she doesn't even have a name, she's just a settler, you just send her in there. But I place it there because this is my little personal viewing area. So yeah, after this you're going to want to go ahead, basically check everything, make sure that has power, and since you connected everything through that one conduit, and I mean everything as far as the traps, it's going to have power. Yeah. So basically, whenever he drops through there, he's going to set off everything, and you're going to have a little death house, a little trap house, a little whatever. Oh, I forgot the flamethrower. Ah, shit. Whatever. Okay, we'll go ahead, we'll remove the wall one more time, place the flamethrower in there. You know, you can place it wherever you want. I just placed it to basically kill the guy who fell down. You can place it going up to the gunner. You can place it going up to that second raider. Yeah, that is completely your prerogative. But let's go ahead, we'll place it to this guy. It'll fit right nice underneath the actual spring trap. Place it right there. Attach that up to the conduit that we have leading everything away from the tripwire that gets triggered. And we'll go ahead and replace the wall. After that, your house is built. You got a fun house. And as you can see in the earlier build that I showed you, there are cycling lights. Again, these cycling lights are attached to that conduit just because the laser tripwire triggers everything. Go ahead, quick save it. Make sure that, you know, of course you can actually get up on the damn roof. If you want, go ahead and test it out yourself. Fall down. Bam. You're good. Everything's rotating. Everything's turned on. And as you can see, you got the red lights turned on. You got the saw blades turned on. You got a trap house. So yeah, hopefully you all enjoyed the video. I am going to be showing off, like, I guess it's like a showcase in my next one. Or the next one after this. Sorry, the next one I'm going to be doing, I promised y'all a bunch of mini guides, mini tutorials, like, you know, maybe 30 seconds to 3 minutes long. So I'm going to have about a half dozen of those in. But yeah, after that, I'm going to go ahead and actually do kind of like a showcase. It's not going to be part of the building guide and everything. It's going to be more along the lines of just some of my favorite buildings. And I'm going to be having a lot of the other trap houses and trap setups that I've built and just some favorite buildings since, what is it? Wasteland Workshop. Yeah, alright. Thanks for watching, y'all.